Have you ever seen a tiny bird land directly on the back of a massive buffalo, or even inside the ear of a dangerous rhinoceros? Most animals would chase it away. But in Africa, this fearless little bird is welcomed. Why would some of the world's most powerful animals trust such a tiny creature with their lives? The answer is more surprising than you can imagine. Welcome to Wild Egg Survival. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more incredible wildlife stories and survival documentaries. Across the endless grasslands of Africa, survival is never easy. Every sunrise brings new dangers. Lions stalk through tall grass. Hyenas search for weak prey. Tiny parasites hide in thick fur, feeding on blood and spreading disease. Every creature fights a daily battle to stay alive. But among all these struggles lies one of Africa's smallest and bravest heroes, the Oxpecker. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary bird. It is only about the size of a sparrow, with sharp claws and a bright red beak. Yet this little bird boldly lands on giant buffaloes, towering giraffes, powerful rhinos, zebras, antelopes, and even elephants. It walks across their faces, climbs into their ears, and searches through their thick fur without fear. Most birds would become an easy meal by getting this close to such enormous animals. But the Oxpecker has earned something far more valuable than size: trust. Its mission is simple but incredibly important. Every day, thousands of blood-sucking ticks attach themselves to large mammals. These parasites drink blood, weaken their hosts, and spread dangerous diseases. Left alone, they can seriously damage an animal's health. The Oxpecker sees these parasites as a perfect meal. With amazing speed, it carefully searches every inch of its partner's body, using its sharp beak to pull ticks from deep inside the fur. One by one, the parasites disappear. A single Oxpecker can eat hundreds of ticks every day. For the large animal, this means fewer painful bites and a healthier life. For the bird, it means a steady source of food. It is one of nature's most fascinating partnerships. But this relationship is not always as peaceful as it seems. Scientists have discovered that Oxpeckers do more than simply remove ticks. Sometimes, they peck at open wounds and drink fresh blood instead of eating parasites. This behavior has surprised researchers for years. Some experts believe the birds slow the healing of wounds because fresh blood is an easy source of food. Others think they mainly help by removing infected tissue while cleaning around injuries. Nature is rarely perfect. Even partnerships often have complicated sides. Yet despite these occasional conflicts, many animals continue to tolerate the Oxpecker's visits day after day. Their relationship becomes even more remarkable when danger appears. The African savanna is full of silent hunters. Lions move like shadows through tall grass. Leopards hide in trees. Crocodiles wait beside muddy rivers. Large grazing animals cannot watch every direction at once. But the Oxpecker often notices danger first. Perched high on the backs of buffaloes or rhinos, the bird enjoys a perfect view of the surrounding landscape. The moment it spots movement, it gives loud warning calls and suddenly flies into the air. The host animal immediately becomes alert. Sometimes those few extra seconds are enough to avoid a deadly ambush. Researchers have observed rhinos reacting quickly after hearing alarm calls from Oxpeckers. While scientists continue studying exactly how reliable these warnings are, many observations suggest that these tiny birds can act like living security guards for some of Africa's largest animals. The partnership has become so important that certain rhino populations seem less comfortable when Oxpeckers are absent. For the bird, however, life is never completely safe. A tiny mistake can be fatal. While searching for ticks near a buffalo's eye or ear, one sudden movement could crush the bird beneath a massive hoof. Eagles circle overhead, ready to catch distracted Oxpeckers. Snakes hide in bushes, waiting for careless birds that fly too low. Every meal comes with risk. Even finding a place to raise a family is difficult. Oxpeckers build their nests inside tree holes, where hungry snakes, monitor lizards, and other predators constantly search for eggs and chicks. The parents work tirelessly, gathering food while protecting their young from countless dangers. Only the strongest families survive. As the rainy season arrives, tick populations explode across the savanna. For Oxpeckers, it becomes a season of plenty. Food is everywhere. Birds gather on herds of buffalo, covering their backs like tiny living cleaners. The buffalo continue grazing peacefully, almost ignoring their feathered companions. It is an incredible sight, a partnership that has survived for thousands of years through trust, courage, and mutual benefit. The oxpecker may never become as famous as the lion or as powerful as the elephant, but its role is just as important. Without these fearless little birds, parasites would spread more easily, diseases could become more common, and life on the African plains would become even harder. Sometimes the greatest heroes are not the biggest or the strongest. Sometimes they weigh less than a handful of feathers. The story of the oxpecker reminds us that survival in nature is often built on cooperation rather than competition. In one of the world's harshest environments, two completely different animals have discovered that helping each other is one of the greatest survival strategies of all. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more amazing wildlife adventures on Wild Egg Survival.